Get excited for today's video. We're going to make a TV to go inside our dream room. To get started, we're going to go ahead and get our new tools available to us. And so what we're going to do is we're going to click on View, and on the Windows it's Toolbars. If you click on that, you'll see an option to checkbox Toolbars Large Tool Set. So we're going to do Large Tool Set, and you see it's popped up. Some of it's going to be similar to what we have from the Getting Started tools, but then we also have a couple others that we're going to use today that are going to be a little bit different. So this is helpful for us. You can kind of look through and see what's there and what they do after you get done with this. So we're on the internet and found out that our 50-inch TV, which is 50-inch diagonal, we could have done the Pythagorean theorem and figured out some math, but we decided not to. So we've got 4472 is our width, 26.02 is our height, and then that is our depth. So we're going to draw that down here. Starting with our rectangle, we're going to make a rectangle. Or we click once and let go of the mouse, and then we just type in our numbers, 44.72, comma, 26.02, and press enter. And this is our shape. You can see that I'm in top view, and the way we can get to there is we can go camera, standard view, top, and that'll get us there. We can go camera, standard view, front. You can see it's flat because, well, it's a rectangle. That allows me to kind of look at it straight down, kind of like we did with AutoCAD. And then what we're going to do is we're going to need to push up this box 3.23, and so we're going to rotate an orbit to the side. Push-pull tool, I pressed P. Click it one time, lift it up, and type in 3.23 and press enter. And this is our shape. 1, 2, 3, triple click and make it a group. This is going to be our max dimensions. We're using that as our frame of reference. We're going to do the subtractive method. And subtractive method is we're just going to take away from this shape until we get what we want, our desired look. You are going to control click, so go ahead and hit the move tool, click on it, or you can click on it before, click the move tool, and then press control so you can copy. And I'm just going to copy this over 5 feet, so 60 inches. It's important I remember those numbers because I can always move one thing to the other. So if I need to temporarily move something out of place, we move it over, we know the number that we're moving it, and then we just move it back. And I always use the red or the green axes to do that, sometimes the blue, but always keep it on an axis, otherwise it just gets lost into 3D space and it's really hard to get it back into place. Alright, so we've got this one as a group, this one we're going to ungroup, so we're going to right click and we're going to explode it, and we're going to do the subtractive method and get this kind of working. So the first thing we need to do is get the front of our TV. I'm just going to click one time right there to select the front face. And I'm going to use the offset tool. Remember that from AutoCAD. Offset tool, it can be found here or on your new large tool set. We're going to click one time, and we're going to bring it in. We're going to bring this one in 3/4 of an inch, so 0.75, and press enter. 0.79. This is going to be the bezel for our TV. Now we're going to take this and we're going to push it back. Again, we're doing the subtractive method, so we're going to be pushing things in and cutting things away instead of adding on to it because we're already max size. Push-pull tool, click one time, and we're going to push it down 0.25. You can see we've already got the front of our TV kind of looking the way we want it to look. Now our TV's not a box like this. What we're going to do is we're going to draw what we want it to look like on the side, that profile, and then we're going to push that away. We're going to cut that away. So I'm going to come down. Let's come down 1 inch. I can see that end point there. And then I'm just going to kind of freestyle right here. I'm just going to make sure that it says on face. A little angle, and then down. So that gives me this shape here. this shape here is going to be what I'm going to cut out. Alright, and let's say I really, really like that shape. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this shape to the other side. So let's see how we're going to do that. We've got this shape. I'm going to move copy right on over. And make sure we kind of keep it on the red axis and on the outside. And then we're going to use the scale tool. I can do that by clicking on scale up here or pressing S. We're going to do a little bit of math. So we're going to flip it the other way, which means we want it in the negative. So I'm going to click right here, point it to the other side, and press -1. Now I have this shape facing the other way. Back to the move tool. Click on the bottom corner, slide it over, and match it up. Now you should have it on both sides. We did this before we took it away because it makes it way easier. Now let's go ahead and take it away. We're going to push-pull tool. So we're going to select that little area that we want to push-pull, click on it one time, and drag it until it disappears. And do it again over here. Select this one, push until it disappears. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. And we're going to subtract just a little bit more to get our TV done. We're going to do lines coming across. So we're going to connect this line to this line. And the same with the top. That line to that line. And we're just going to push this stuff down. So we're going to push it down. Let's do 1.5. Again, not being that picky about what we're doing. We're just learning the subtractive method for drawing. We've got a decent TV. You know, nothing to try selling to Samsung, but hey, at least they'll like what we're doing. Okay, now we've got this shape. Let's triple click it. Let's make it a group. Let's get our paint bucket. And you know, I've got a different little setup with my Mac, but I'm going to pick a dark gray, almost black, and paint it. If I paint it solid black, I lose a lot of the details that's in there. But I get a pretty good look of what's going on. I can double click in there, and I can get to this screen, and I can paint it. Let's paint it green. That way you can see what's going on. Because it's a group, it's easy to move by using the move tool. And we come over here to those red crosshairs, and boom. Now we've got our TV standing up properly, all set up ready to mount to the wall.